So I signed up for Uber a few weeks ago, and I signed up for Lyft just a couple days ago, but now I got that one approved too. And I don't know, what do you think? Is it a good day to go drive today? It's about 25 degrees out, snow-covered roads. In the news there were already many slide-offs reported. Road conditions are pretty bad, so I don't know if it's a good day or not. I've been driving for Uber now for a couple weeks, and we are basically driving in Missoula, Montana. It's funny, Uber lists it, you're driving in the town of Missoula. Lyft lists it as driving in western Montana, not necessarily specifically the town of Missoula. So makes me kind of wonder if Lyft actually does accept ride requests from further away than the town of Missoula, and Uber only allows ride requests in the town. I did have an Uber rider that I picked up at the airport in Missoula, and I had to take him down to Florence, which is obviously no longer in Missoula. It's a little ways out, not too far. But so dropping off, Uber says anywhere, a ride could be as long as whatever, but it doesn't really specify if picking up outside Missoula is actually an option. So we are about 30 miles outside, and we gotta drive in to Missoula before we can even start. So I already got 30 miles on the odometer before we even start here. So there's obviously additional cost associated with that. Now the question is, can one make money driving here? Well, so far it's been kind of hit and miss. I also have the delivery app for Uber turned on, so I got the rider and the delivery app going. I do both. But there were many times when I was just sitting there, sometimes an hour or two, and couldn't do really anything. There was nothing to do, didn't get any rides. The town is not really big enough that driving around to another area necessarily gets you something, because you can get to almost anywhere in town within just a few minutes. So up to this point, I haven't really made any money, real money yet. I mean, yeah, with 60 miles driving in and out, yep, not enough requests for rides, not enough deliveries to make the money. But overall, other than that, it went smooth. There was no issues. So now that I got the Lyft added to it, I wonder if I can actually get more than I had, but I'm not sure. I've seen a few other drivers at the airport. Sometimes there's a parking lot where we have to stage at. It's a relatively small airport. It's an international airport. I don't know why. I guess because we border Canada, but we don't really have any international flights coming in, at least not any commercial flights. There may be private airplanes coming in from Canada, but that's about it. So I don't know why it's an international airport. If you know why the Missoula airport is an international airport, let me know down below. But anyway, so there's not much going on. There's, I don't know, in the wintertime right now, there's like 6-7 flights coming in, about one every hour. And there's about the same amount leaving, about one every hour or so. So there is not too much going on. And a lot of people obviously have somebody that picks them up, or if they left from here, they may just have parked in the long-term parking, or somebody dropped them off and picks them up again. So it's not really like a super busy airport. So if you come in between flights, it looks empty at the departure. And actually there's only 3 entrances. and one is labeled ticketing, one is labeled departure, and one is labeled baggage claim, and they're all within about 300 feet total. So they're all really close together, and you can basically drop people off anywhere. They don't have far to go to get to their gate at all, so it's super small. So yeah, not super business there at the airport necessarily. Deliveries, not really great. I mean, I don't know. Had one restaurant in downtown that I went to. There's Panda Express on the north end of town that I had a couple. Actually, Starbucks at the north end of town. Probably I did the most deliveries from there. So don't know. It's just not a super busy hub. And I guess there's enough delivery drivers overall, and I don't know. So we'll see if I can get more business now with having the Lyft app. I seen one or two other cars that also display the Lyft sign in their windshield. That, by the way, that is kind of weird. When I read through Uber, do I need to have a sign or not? It says that depends on the city you drive in. It doesn't really state that you need one for Missoula, but it also doesn't really say you don't need one. So it's kind of weird. While other cities, it says clearly you need to have one. And another funny thing is with Uber, it's like, so I was trying to figure out, do they send me a sign that I put in the window? Do I print one? What do I do? Can I order one? So eventually I found a place where I could order one for free, and I did, and it said it will take 7 to 10 business days. That is now about 5 weeks ago, and yeah, I still don't have it. Never arrived. There was another weird thing. They kept sending me an email and a text and said, I can get free masks, and I thought, I don't really need free masks, that's fine, I got masks here, whatever. But it became so annoying that I keep getting this thing that I eventually went in and I wanted to say, yeah, just send me those dang masks. And I went in and it didn't work, it didn't load, whatever. So eventually I gave up. A couple hours later I had another one of those texts, and so I went in and then I was trying to order them, and then it said I don't qualify, even though the text says you qualify, and then when I get there it said you don't qualify. So kind of weird. So I don't know about that part of Uber. Also, what I noticed now that I signed up for Lyft, I think their introduction was better than Uber's. Uber, I've been going a little bit all over the place, reading a lot. I don't know, it was kind of hard to figure things out. I still don't know if I can see anywhere how busy Uber is during the day, like in advance. I know I can see it on the app, and it changes shadows to like orange or reddish or whatever. These are hotspots, which I seen one of those because we have this one football game every year here, and then everybody comes to town. But other than that, that's probably the only time we ever see this here in Missoula, that we have one of those hotspots. But anyway, on the Lyft app, I can go and see what I could expect today in regards how busy Lyft is in town anyway. Not how many rides I can expect, but I can see about at what times Lyft is very busy here in town. I can't see that anywhere on Uber. So if you know how to see that on Uber, I would be interested in that. So let me know down below in the comments, please. On Lyft, I can see it. I can look at today, I can look at tomorrow, and go on so on. And I can see, so like Saturday, I probably would want to drive in the evening because it seems to be pretty busy when everybody goes to the bar, I guess. And then on Sunday, it's pretty much dead because they're either drunk or they're in church. I don't know. But also Monday is relatively slow, but then Friday, and that is what it is today, seems to be relatively busy all the way through. And that is nice to know, and I couldn't get that information from Uber. So I kind of feel like that Lyft actually introduces their drivers to their system and stuff better, and maybe has better options in there. I don't know yet. I have not driven with the Lyft app yet. I have not activated it yet. Actually, we're coming up here to the truck stops, and I will see if I can juggle 2 apps. I'm not even sure if that even works, because I read that when you leave the Uber app, actually, I wouldn't really leave it. It would just be in the background running, and I noticed that works, but some people say if you have 2 apps running at the same time on the same phone, that don't work. I don't know. If you know, let me know if you have experience with that. I don't. I may figure that out today, but I'll try and see if that works. Maybe I just miss all the requests and don't get anything at all. I don't know. We'll see. So we're coming up here to the truck stops. I'm gonna get off the interstate here. We're just west of town. It's probably another 7, 8, maybe 9 miles. So to town, and it looks pretty crappy in town here. It was nice and sunny just outside, but the town sits in a valley and quite frequently has inversions, and the fog sticks, unfortunately, here for days on end. But we live outside, so where we're at, we hardly ever have such a muddy, foggy soup, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna get over to that truck stop. I will try to sign in to the 2 apps, and actually the road up here going to the right leads past the airport. The airport is only about 3 miles from here, and I haven't looked at the schedule yet. I gotta pull that up too and see if there's any flights coming in, and then I might stop there and see if I can get a rider from there. And actually sometimes the airport, since it's so close, it's only another 3-4 miles away from basically town. I mean, I don't know, it's town is a little bit all over. We don't necessarily have, there is a downtown, but like the north end of town is also pretty busy with stores and restaurants and a lot of people and hotels. So and it's only about 3 miles from the airport. So even sitting at the airport, I've gotten delivery requests, since it's only about 3-4 miles to the Starbucks or Panda Express and so on and so forth. So yep, but for now that's it, and well, I'll get back to you later with more news on how this Uber and Lyft thing is going. I also keep track of my expenses, because one thing that I really want to figure out is how much does it cost to drive with an electric car, and then I will compare that to the cost of driving a internal combustion engine car, so we can really see if there is a difference. And it makes me wonder if I can make decent money with an electric car, while the other guy with his gas car, he makes some money, but not necessarily decent money, because he has such huge expenses. But well, for now that's it. Talk to you later. All right, here I am again. It's many hours later. I don't even remember when I started. It was like 9-ish a.m. And now we are at 5:38, and I think I'm giving up for today. So let's look here real quick how we did. Oh, now the screen just went dark on the phone. Let's bring it back. Here we go. All right. We did Lyft, almost $60 with 6 rides. That was it. And let's go over to the Uber. Come on. There we go. Got almost $90 with Uber. With Uber, I had deliveries, as well as UberX giving rides, but Lyft obviously only giving rides. And I had a couple interesting things. One of them was an Uber delivery from a Burger King, and I went to the Burger King at about 2:30 in the afternoon, and the Burger King is closed. What the heck is that all about? So I had to cancel that, and didn't know really if that was correct or what I needed to do. So I called Uber Help, and she said I should have called her first so she could cancel it. And so I got to see if they'll pay me for it or not. She said they basically would pay me, but now I got to wait 72 hours. So I guess we'll wait. By that time, I probably forgot, and yeah, whatever. She said if it's not showing up, then I would have to call again. But she found the trip that I had to cancel because a Burger King is closed at 2 in the afternoon. That was freaking amazing. The drive-thru had cones sitting there blocking it off, so I pulled up in front of the door, and it said lobby closed. And so I knocked on the door, and the guy showed up, and he didn't know what to do, and he got somebody else, and that gal showed up and said, "Oh, we're closed between 2 and 3. You gotta cancel that." It's like, what? Yeah, you gotta cancel that. Okay, so whatever. So I canceled it and then called Uber, but I guess I should have called Uber and had them cancel it because they were closed. Not sure how this is possible that you can actually place an order when the restaurant is closed, but I don't know. Times are weird. So another weird one I had was with Lyft. I took a lady to the local Walmart, and as I was driving there, another ride was queued up. And so I dropped the lady off at the first entrance to the Walmart. And so I slid the thing over on the app and did my thing. And then it kind of told me to go around the block or around the parking lot. It was kind of weird, but come back to the same spot pretty much. And so I started driving to see if the GPS would rearrange itself and see what it says, because it didn't tell me that the pickup was at Walmart. It gave me the address in this case. And that was a little odd, but the address looked like the address of Walmart. So, and I drove along the Walmart and then drove around the parking lot, and I realized something's wrong. And at that point, the rider, the second lady that I was supposed to pick up, called me and said, "Yeah, you just drove past me. I'm standing in front of the such and such entrance, the grocery entrance," I think she said. And she said, "I'm wearing this purple jacket." And like, "Yep, I just drove past you." So that was kind of weird why it would send me all the way around. I mean, it was just basically another, 100 feet or so going forward to the next entrance where the lady was. That was a little odd. But other than that, today went pretty good. There's a lot of traffic in town. It's Friday. There's always lots of traffic. I think I made decent money. I certainly made more money, I think, than I ever made, just with Uber anyway. With Uber with Uber and Lyft today together, I never made that much money with Uber only. That's what I wanted to say. So Uber, I did $90. I'd done more before. I don't remember. I think when the big game was here in town, I did like 140, maybe even $150 that day. That day was really busy. But so I happened to get really lucky here. I turned the Uber app off after getting a Lyft ride. And then I was like, yeah, maybe I'm kind of driving towards home. But I was at the far end of town, and I got another Lyft, and it actually went to the airport, which, if you remember from earlier, the airport is really close to basically going home out of town. So right now I'm at the airport. I dropped the guy off, went to the bathroom here, shut the Uber and the Lyft. Well, the Uber was off already, shut the Lyft off too, and I think I'm going home now. I still got, if you can see that there, I still got 71 miles left, so I got plenty miles left. I averaged 3.3 miles per kilowatt hour today. All right, the battery in the camera died. I'm not sure exactly where, but anyway, so I was late resetting, as always. I mean, if you watch my videos, you know I just can't get this right for some reason. But luckily we charged, and so far I drove 129.5 miles, and we used 39.7 kilowatt hours. And about 20% went to the climate settings. I did turn off the AC or the heater at times, just to save a little energy, but I obviously still got plenty left. I'm sure it's Friday night, and according to the LYFT app, it'll be busy for another 2-3 hours probably. But I'm getting a little tired now. I got another about 30 miles to get home, and haven't really had anything besides some breakfast and a couple snack bars today. So I think I'm just giving up for today. I think I did not too bad. Let me know what you think. Some of you do Lyft, some of you do Uber. Hey, give me some tips, some tricks, please. Maybe I can make a little more money. But it is not a hot spot here in Missoula, I can tell you that. It's not like another big city or bigger city. It's a relatively small town, and since I'm at the airport now, I'm giving up, and I'm just driving out of town and go home from here. So I hope you like this video. Please give me a thumbs up for this video. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any other future videos. I probably have some other videos coming here from doing this rideshare stuff, this delivery stuff, and look into finances a little bit, comparing this to gas cars. And like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.